So these things happen when you're talking with an information reporter about something, and then something breaks as you're talking to that individual, and you find out after you hang up with that individual. And that just happened with Jeremy Fowler, and I talked with him about the possibility of the Bengals getting Jameis Winston. They did not just acquire Jameis Winston. There's breaking news. Go ahead and hit
Here
it.
it comes. And my eyes see.
Breaking news.
All right, Chris Brockman, what do you have over there about what the Bengals just did to deal with their quarterback situation of Jake Browning not performing like the Jake Browning of a couple years ago with Burrow being down for the foreseeable future? What do you have over there?
Yeah, so according to the information man, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, Adam Schefter, the Browns are trading Joe Flacco and a 6th-round pick to the Bengals for a 5th-rounder. Joe Flacco in division. Now Cincinnati's QB1.
Okay, so let's lay all this out in terms of you can't make this up. So if you had told us collectively, not the Royal, us collectively, 5 weeks ago, that Dylan Gabriel would be the Week 5 starter for the Cleveland Browns, we'd have been like, okay, we see that. Could have gone a little higher. Okay, we see that.
That's possible.
Okay. Could we have seen the fact that Joe Burrow getting hurt for the rest of for a large part of the regular season? Well, we've heard it's not something you want to hear.
Right.
Okay.
It happened.
And the fact, though, that the guy that filled in for Burrow quite capably 2 years ago would do something to the bed so significantly that the Bengals would reach out in Week 6 for a quarterback, and it would be Joe Flacco.
In state, too.
In state, that's one thing.
Division.
But in division, in state.
And hasn't looked great either.
And that's the guy that they're bringing in. And at least, he's 40, so it'll be quick to get him up to speed. It's not like he's been in a million different playbooks in his life.
Also be quick to break a hip.
Whoa.
Well, I see.
I mean, and in between, Shedeur Sanders would be in the news as a 3rd-string quarterback because he thinks, or he has said, that he's ready to the point where he's better than current starting quarterbacks in the NFL, talking things into existence and speaking his mind and showing off his confidence. And then, for whatever his reasoning, deciding to listen to Rex Ryan and respond to him through miming. And the Browns decide to now have a quarterback room with 2 rookie quarterbacks and no veteran presence that's currently active on their roster as we are speaking into a microphone right now. If you had told us all of this prior to the season in Week 5, you'd be like, this is crazy, but it's the NFL. You never know. And that's what's happening right now. So let's take the Bengals part of it, which is, again, they weren't going to go ahead and get somebody like Kirk Cousins, who costs a lot of money now and is on the hook to be paid something more than 1 cent for next year's services, when Joe Burrow has an injury that he could come back earlier this year, which lends credence again as to why we have this drop anytime the Bengals decide to pay anybody in the National Football League. So they weren't going ahead and rip open their Velcro wallet and spend a lot more than obviously a 5th-round draft choice for Cousins. That wasn't going to happen. The Jameis thing, man,
It was right there.
I don't know if the Giants could easily be like, no, we're we see teams down, like for a split second, the Vikings were down to their 3rd-string quarterback, the first team to be such. The Max Brosmer season almost hit in London for a split second, but Wentz came back and finished that game. And so we'll see. The Bengals now having Joe Flacco on their roster, and I don't know, will they be able to get it? Will he be up to speed to go visit Green Bay? Like, hey, Joe, welcome to the team. That's Micah. kind of avoid him. That's Rashawn. Definitely avoid him too. Here's a playbook. Will he be able to, or is it going to be Jake Browning going out there?
I don't know, man. All due respect to Jake, but how do you trot him back out there?
I don't know, because there's Brett Rippon there as well. And how quickly can he go? Can his first game be home against Pittsburgh on the Thursday nighter to kick off Week 7?
That seems more likely, right?
Before a
revenge
game against the Jets.
This season is all about revenge games.
Everybody in the AFC North, you get a revenge game against the Jets. You get a revenge game against the Jets.
Avenge me!
He gets to play Baltimore again.
Follow me
one for
freedom.
Pittsburgh, one for Cincinnati. I mean, can Cleveland like acquire Ray Lucas in time? I don't know who else we can get. Is Browning Nagel out there?
Vinny?
Hey, let's give a comeback player of the year to him. Hey, let's get as many revenge games of people with repaired Achilles as you can possibly get. Let's get Testaverde. Not a bad idea. All right, let's stay on target here. So that's my take on the Bengals side of things. That things have just been so difficult for them to keep moving forward with Jake Browning, who, again, he won 4 of 7 starts in place of Burrow and was lighting it up. And now, by the way,
Not letting this go.
no, I'm just telling you, my take that Jake Browning is not so bad that the Bengals season is over is now led to Joe Flacco being acquired by the Browns, officially making this my worst take since I've returned to Disney and ESPN. So, what's up?
You got the bad one out of the way earlier.
I got it out of the way.
Out of the way. Now we can.
I don't know.
now we
Maybe
can
Jake
move on.
Browning lights it up against the Packers, and we have a new quarterback controversy in Cincinnati. All right, I'm going to give it up.
You got to move on.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt Ryan. Thank you.
Now then, as for the Browns,
What are they doing?
what are they doing?
What are they doing?
Here's what they're doing. Honestly, well, hold on. Let's take it one at a time here. They're starting Dylan Gabriel this week.
Right.
Okay. Dylan Gabriel is going to get a start this week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are coming off of their bye at 3-1. And he's going to go to Pittsburgh, and he's going to see T.J. Watt, and he's going to see Cam Hayward, and he's going to see that defense coming off a full week of rest. And good luck, sir.
Mike Tomlin, 14-4 off a bye.
Okay, so going to be an interesting start. Now, the question is, who's the second string quarterback there? Who's going to, and you could basically say it's going to be a rookie backing up a rookie. Damn. But let's see, because sitting on their practice squad is a guy that the NFL can't quit. It's Bailey Zappi.
Zappy!
It's Zappy time.
We just talked about him yesterday.
Come on and get Zappy.
Come on
down.
The next quarterback.
Shiny Zappy people in Cleveland. Eat live.
Because I'm Zappy.
Sunday, Monday, Zappy days.
Wow. Clap along.
Okay,
if
just,
you
okay.
feel.
Get zapped. All right, let's stop.
Zappy this. I'm Zappy.
Crazy things have happened. We all know. We've seen Bailey Zappi can perform in this league. And
Brockman's favorite.
And so, is it possible? There's another microphone that's going to be put in front of Shedeur Sanders to talk about your still third string.
What if he just does like this?
Which nobody ever does in our league. But will he possibly, or wait for it, he will back up and he's going to get some run. Or wait for it, if you look at their depth chart, listed at 4th on the depth chart is Deshaun Watson.
Yes, that's the thing.
Who you're seeing every now and then on a practice field. You know, is it possible his Achilles is rehabbed enough that he could get some run this season? Because he's still on the roster. and he's still being paid next year $1.5 billion. Don't forget the half. It's fully guaranteed. Is that what's happening? They also have 2 first-rounders next year, although nobody in college football right now is balling out to the point where there's your first overall pick next year. And the Browns are 1-4, and I don't know. It kind of feels like there's got to be a plan. Let's see who we have here, and then if it goes south, it goes south, and we could pick the first 2 overall picks in next year's draft. By moving up. Because Jacksonville's first rounder is getting lower and lower down the chart with each passing week right now. Mm-hmm. Wow.
I can't believe that
just happened. React to us. 844-204-RICH, number to dial right here on the program. So Dillon Gabriel's going to start against the Steelers. I've never, ever said these words before, and this is our first day of our 12th year, right? And we turned 11 yesterday. Have I ever said can't wait to see the depth chart come out for the Cleveland Browns?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is it going to be, hey, kid, you're not ready yet, Shedeur, you're not ready yet. It's Bailey Zappi who's going to back up Dillon Gabriel against the Steelers, who, as we all know, can get the second-string quarterback in pretty fast. And or could it be Shedeur getting some run? And at some point, if it goes south to the point where Dillon Gabriel's not the answer or Zappi ain't worth the try, maybe you give Shedeur Sanders a start. And I went on a register, but maybe you do something like that and see how it goes.
Why not?
Why not, indeed? Well, okay. Cleveland Browns have entered the chat with the Bengals on a quarterback situation because Burrow gets hurt and Flacco gets benched. And they send Flacco to Cincinnati because Jake Browning